So good afternoon, standard 8 students. Now the last part that we have learned was that how Antonio, Prospero's brother, with the help of the king of Naples, had driven Prospero and his daughter away from his dukedom. Wherefore, said Miranda, did they not at that hour destroy us? So she says, why did these people not destroy us at that time when they were snatching away or driving you away from your dukedom? My child answered her father, they durst not, they do not. So dear was the love that my people bore me. They just could not destroy us over there in Milan because the people loved us a lot. So they knew that if they could cause harm to Prospero, then the people would go against them. So Antonio carried us on board a ship, and when we were some league, 1 league is 3 miles, out at sea, he forced us into a small boat without either tackle, sail, or mast. There he left us, as he thought, to perish. So what he did was, he took us by ship a little more away from the sea, into the sea, and then he put us on a small boat, without any oars, without any food, without any sail. So he left us to our fate, that sometime or the other, we will die. But a kind lord of my court, one Gonzalo, who loved me, had privately placed in the boat water, provisions, apparel, and some books, which I prize above my dukedom. So for Prospero, his books were very precious to him. So this is how they were put into that boat to die. But a faithful lord by the name of Gonzalo, he made all the necessary preparations quietly, and he placed it in the boat. Then Miranda says, "Oh, my father," said Miranda, "what a trouble must I have been to you then." Because remember, she was a little child, she was about 2 or 3 years old. So she says, "My God, at that particular age, I must have troubled you a lot." "No, my love," said Prospero, no. "You were a little cherub that did preserve me." He says, "You were my angel. And because of you, I managed to overcome all my problems and difficulties. So don't ever think that you were very troublesome and I had to take a lot of trouble in raising you up." Innocent smiles made me to bear up against my misfortune. This is your innocent smile made me forget all about my bad luck. Our food lasted till we landed on this desert island. Desert means isolated or lonely island. Since when my child delight has been in teaching you, Miranda, and well have you profited by my instructions. So since then I was taking care of you, I was educating you, and you were a very obedient girl, a very nice child. You were learning very well, and now you have profited from all my teachings, or all my instructions. Heaven thank you, my dear father, said Miranda. Says, "Thank you, Father." So may the heavens thank you for raising me up without any problems or difficulties and teaching me. So here Miranda shows her gratitude towards her father. Now pray tell me, sir, your reason for raising the sea storm. So now please explain to me as to why you have raised this sea storm. Know then, said her father, that by means of the storm, my enemies, the king of Naples and my cruel brother, are cast ashore upon this island. So now why I raised the sea storm is because in that ship is my biggest enemy, the king of Naples and my brother. They are all in that ship and they are coming to this island. Having so said, Prospero gently touched his daughter with his magic wand. Now, what did Prospero do? He explained, and then with his magic wand, he touched Miranda and he put her to sleep. Because now he had to speak to Ariel, the leader of the spirits, of the good spirits. And he did not want that his daughter should find him talking in the air. But actually he'll be talking to Ariel. But she is not able to see him. Other than Prospero, Prospero could see these spirits, but not Miranda. So that is why he did not want his daughter to know that he is talking to nobody and talking to himself in the air. But actually, he is actually talking to a spirit. Now, the reason for putting her to sleep, he did not want her to know this part, that she cannot see the spirits, but he can see and speak to them. So now he is asking Ariel, because he had assigned him a task. He had given him some instructions how to handle those people in the ship. Now the instructions were given in such a manner that he has to make sure that none of the sailors or none of the mariners would succumb to injury. No one should get hurt. Okay. So the first attempt was when the sea was disturbed. He says he made Ferdinand, the son or the prince of Naples, to jump into the sea, where his father had seen him jump into the sea and drown. Okay. So the king of Naples now knows that his son has been swallowed up by the waves and he is lost. He is no more. But Ferdinand is the name of the prince, young prince of Naples. He was taken to the Isles and there he was kept in a safe place. So there he was found sitting with his hands folded and lamenting for the death of his father. Now, the situation that Ariel created was that Ferdinand, the Prince of Naples, he is safe, but his father thinks he is drowned, he is dead. Likewise, Ferdinand, the Prince of Naples, he found that his father had gone into the sea and drowned. So he was feeling very sad for the death of his father. But actually, even the king of Naples was put on safe ground. Nobody drowned. but he made them believe, like Prospero's brother and the king of Naples felt that in front of their eyes Ferdinand has been drowned. Likewise, Ferdinand also feels that his father and the rest have been drowned. Even the rest of the crew, all of them were put in various places. And the situation that he created was as if, like I feel, thank God, I am the only one who is saved, and the rest are all gone. Nobody died, nobody drowned, but everyone felt that he was the only survivor. So that was the task that was given to Ariel to perform, which he performed very well. Prospero was pleased, was very happy that the way Ariel had performed his duty and followed his instructions very well. Okay. So now I shall keep it till here and then I shall continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you.